welcome. Thank you for watching those that are joining us again for a new episode of the Top Cinco Pod. We are here again today with a couple of returning guests. We have Lenky and we have Jordan Blake. I also have a new guest that's joining me as well, Mr. Sheldon Baptiste. Before we get into that and then get into the content, I would really appreciate if you continue to like, follow, share, and also subscribe to the portals that we're on, and that is on YouTube, TikTok, and on Instagram as well. And that is at Top Cinco Pod on all three platforms. So if you continue to do so, that would be absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. Boring stuff out the way. Let's get to it. Like I said, we've got a new guest on. We've seen the other two before. Thank you for returning, guys. That's it's always love to have you guys back on. Sheldon, would you like to kind of introduce yourself further and say hi to everyone that's going to be watching this episode, mate?
Hello everyone, Merry Christmas. that into the Santa Claus movement. I'll just describe myself as first and foremost just a football person, innit? Yeah. Enjoy the game. Obviously Arsenal supporter.
Come on. Why are you laughing already?
But I've seen my team go unbeaten.
Yeah.
But yeah, Arsenal supporter, and then obviously outside of obviously my day-to-day work, obviously football manager at obviously Reading City 23s.
Yeah.
Gaffer day on a Saturday, and then obviously Sunday I'm the manager at what people dub us as the Man City of Sunday League, FC Batco.
Yeah, wow.
So,
so you've literally just thrown that out there for those that are watching. The two clubs, Reading City under 23s. How long have you been doing that?
So it's just season. This is my first season with Reading City 23s.
Okay.
So obviously, the project there is just to develop 18-year-olds that are ready to come into men's football.
Yeah.
Give them a taste of that, and then the ones that we feel are ready to push onto obviously the first team. We've done that. So this season we've had 3 players make their first team obviously debut.
So like a blackjack Wilshire, you're Arsenal fan and that, is that we're gonna go down that line?
No, I'm just Sheldon. Bro.
Okay.
That's just that's crazy. Hey, I'm just me, man. Like I just think like I'm always passionate about just people having a good footballing experience, because I think when you're someone who's in a leadership role within football, you can determine if someone likes football or they don't, and you have a key influence where they go.
Okay.
So I ensure that like you challenge the players, but you build upon what they're good at. I think in Britain there's a lot of what man can't do.
Yeah.
Like, he can't do this, he can't do that. I'm just about what are you good at. If you're the player that's fast and can cross, let's make you the best at being fast and crossing. And then everything else, I think you can just add and build like technical intricacies into players. Yeah. Because obviously the game now is all about systems and how you can exploit and not exploit. But I still think and I think that's why I enjoy Sundays. Yeah. Because there's still a freedom there. There's still a man can do something and you're like, wow, like how did he do that? And so on and so forth. But
touching on Sundays as well, you made a little comment there, the Man City of Sunday League. Can you just give us a bit more context to that comment as well, please?
They know, man. I'm looking to the camera right there as well. When they know what Bacco is about.
Talk your talk, bruv.
They know, man. We've come in, we've rejuvenated the Sunday League.
How many years?
We're in our 4th season now.
4th season, how many
4th
trophies?
season, 7 trophies.
4th season,
One of the first
trophies.
season unbeaten, no L's.
Okay.
Second season, you always get the second season fall off, but we still retain the title.
They say about this Man City thing, but they went and got a Puma kit as well, just like Man City. So they wanted that instant that
I didn't say that. It's documented. It's documented. This is documented. This is all facts I'm speaking. If you go and check new footage that's out on 2 different platforms, you hear it's been said. I didn't say it.
Okay.
They said it.
All right. Well, let's go from the fake Sunday League Man City to the real Manchester boys. The Manchester derby yesterday took place. This is. Do you know what's funny? Yeah, for those that are tuning in, it was literally supposed to be a 3-man episode. With nothing against Lenky. Absolutely.
Our gate crashed it. Yeah, our gate crashed it. We won yesterday. I said I'm pulling up. No choice. So I'm here now.
He messaged me. He was like, "Yo, what you said?" I'll come on there tomorrow. I've been trying to get him to come back on. Messaging him, waiting for replies.
He's waiting for a win. United win to come back on. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I swear.
Here he is. We have got Lenky back on, and it was a great day for you yesterday.
No, it was.
What were your thoughts initially on the game?
The game was terrible. Like the quality in the game was horrific from both sides. What we did was kind of what I expected in the sense that we're okay in possession now, but it's like possession all the way back here. It's not really in any dangerous position. And when it gets into like the midfield and it goes out to the wing backs, it falls down. We don't create that many chances, but we're okay on the ball. So I think that's a symptom of the system being in its early days, and the fact that the players that we have, I don't think can play the way he exactly wants to play, especially in the further positions. So, I mean, part of me was like, City are just going to whack us because that's what I'm just used to, innit? But then I haven't really watched them recently to know how bad they've actually been. That's the first time I've actually watched them, and they're bad, bro.
It's weird.
It's weird. They're bad.
I didn't think you were going to get smacked. Personally, I'm going to ask you guys what your initial thoughts were before the game, and then we'll talk about the game further. What were you thinking in terms of what you thought the game was going to be?
I thought City were going to bruise them. I thought it was going to be cruising, 3-4-0. I thought City were going to be back to...
You thought the same as Lenky?
Yeah. I thought they were going to be back to their best, but obviously it's going to be...
What did you think as well?
No, I thought it was going to be a draw. The reason I say that, I think...
I thought it was going to be a draw.
Like, I'm looking at City, and I'm like, relentless winning takes a level of mental focus. And it's not that the players are bad footballers, they need a mental reset, whether that be by new players coming in, just new vibes, new man them, new Euros pulling up, new APs in the changing room, just different characters, innit? That just allows people to be like, wow, my starting position might be on the threat.
Okay.
And that's what you're seeing.
Are they comfortable?
They are comfortable, bro. They've bruised the league 4 times in a row. Like, what's the motivation to go again, innit?
That's the motivation.
Nah, bro. No one's done for.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they've just reached a sell-by date. And like you said, it's the mental.
It's a mental like
strength.
winning.
And I think
every year.
Sounds like they got mouldy,
bro. They are though. Bro, 1 win in 11. That's relegation, bro.
No, but I was
gonna let me get onto some stats.
I think as well. I think
it's smelly.
I think it's partially Pep as well. Cause I think playing under him can be exhausting.
It's relentless.
It's just relentless. You know what I mean? You become a robot in a system.
But I don't know if he signed enough players of calibre in the summer.
Yeah, same way.
That'd be my... Obviously, he signed Gundogan back, but Gundogan's 32, 33 now.
Bro,
so he can't do what he used to at late 20s. So,
bro, but no, hear that though. Like, they're facing charges, bro. Like,
no, I understand, but
what
this is Man City we're talking about.
No, but they're facing charges. You can't be spending when you're facing charges.
But spend, bro, and then if the charges come, it's what it is,
isn't it?
That's crazy.
That's brazy, isn't it?
I think
that's
crazy. You're facing charges, bro.
What?
So?
But it's innocent until proven guilty.
If this was the rules, you're packing up the shop, bro.
It don't matter.
You're
if they get caught, if they get guilty, they get guilty. Bro, they'll still win something at least.
You're putting things down just to see things blow over, then you go again.
Nah. Can we just like talk about the numbers like real quick as well, because this is the last 11 and this is all competition. So they've won 1, drawn 2, lost 8.
That's mad.
Scored 13 and conceded 25. This is Manchester City.
But they're bruised,
can we go through? I'll go through the losses as well, like, because I'll happily talk some of the clubs, because this is unheard of territory. Because I don't think we've seen a club that's gone from being at the level that they've been at to just drop to the level that they've dropped to.
No, we haven't, because no one's bruised the league 4 times.
Yeah.
Obviously, United did 3 in a row,
but we never.
But the fall off wasn't.
Like, but to be fair, they're still 5th. 4th, 5th, they're still there. So at the end of the season, we'll see it. But I think 1 in 11, I don't think that ever happens.
All right, let me
hold on. If that's Arteta, what am I saying? 1 in 11.
Yeah, out of it, bro.
Yeah.
If that's Maresca, what am I saying?
Same thing. That's what I'm saying.
If that,
bad.
Well, man, let's not talk about
he's got money in the bank.
That man that needs to bring up on war charges.
He's got money in the bank. But let's go through the clubs here. So there's Spurs, there's Bournemouth in there, there's Sporting, Brighton, Spurs again. Feyenoord.
Spurs as well.
Spurs, they caught like a 4 and a 2-1. Liverpool, they beat Forest 3-0. Palace draw 2-2. Juventus 2-0 defeat, and then obviously the defeat to United.
Amorim beat him twice, you know.
Amorim done him twice in like what,
in
2
a month.
months?
He said that.
Let
me come and slap you on the other side as well, bro.
Amorim's
Slap you the
30.
bald head, bro.
You're a nemesis now, boy. Like you might have been dealing with them other man, but I'm here now.
So what? Liverpool beat them as well.
Yeah. 2-0.
Yeah. Liverpool beat him as well, man. But let's get back to the game because we were talking about like we're talking about the performance. You were saying that you felt it wasn't a great game. I think Rashford and Garnacho. I should have mentioned that first and foremost before we even got into the game. They weren't involved. Period. Which obviously everyone was going to start talking about. This is mad. Like what's going on? Like he's come in. He's now not involved. These two guys who have been involved in every single game. I think this season, probably a lot of and the back end of last season as well. The one thing that I said to another fan was like, okay, so look at the lineup here, and then tell me who you're going to take out as well from that to accommodate them to. Was it a bad move from Amorim? Let's go.
Bro, at the end of the day, the system he's playing now, them two are probably like the ones who are like, where do they fit in? Because they're both wingers in the sense that they're not really good in the tight spaces. Garnacho is just very messy on the ball. Like I saw something saying like his take on percentage is like the lowest for any winger or something like that. He's got a very bad take on percentage. But that's not news to me because I saw that last season. You see what I'm saying? Rashford again, he's a winger. You see what I'm saying? He needs to face the play and run at people. You can't get it with his back to play and stuff like that.
So is Rashford a winger?
Oh, he's a left-sided forward. He's not a striker. He's not a number 9.
For you guys as well, is Rashford a winger? Just real quick, is he a winger or is he a striker?
Left side.
Left
side of the three.
Okay. Anyway, so go on, carry on. So you're
taking him at Arsenal?
No, I would not.
Liar.
I think you might.
You know where I am on this, brother.
He would. Instead of Martinelli, he would swap it.
No,
it'd be a swap.
I would take.
I would swap. I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'll swap it.
I'll take Rashford over my name.
Martinelli is rubbish.
Go on.
But to be honest, like I don't really want to talk about it too much. Like I don't know why. Obviously, it's news because they play all the time. So
you said you don't want to talk about it too much. That's okay. That's actually refreshing to hear because. That's all they do. That's all they want to talk about. Let's talk about the game then.
Exactly. That's what I want to talk about. Let's talk about the football.
A YouTube of it. Was it massive news to you? Were you like, oh my? Obviously, you're like, mad. These two involved.
It's a big decision, of course. But at the end of the day, no one gets anything. They got the result. So guess what? No one can say, if you'd had these two, you'd have got the result. They still got the result.
Yeah.
So actually, the manager made a big decision, and it's actually come through the right way.
And let me tell you the bench as well. Yeah. Who are you going to take out to accommodate these two? You've got Kobe Mainoo. You had Anthony. You had Xerxes. You had Yoro. You had Lindelof. You had the goalkeeper. Obviously, you don't take him Bayindir. I don't even know if I said his name right, but I haven't even seen him play for you, man. That's mad.
Played like one game.
Malacia, Casemiro, and Ericsson. So out of that bench,
you know who's coming out.
Bro, you could put them on there.
Come on. Anthony's coming out and the young G.
Anthony and who?
Now Xerxes
and the young boy that's made one appearance.
What, Yoro?
Oh, that's a keeper. He has to be on there.
The goalkeeper has to be in there. Bayindir needs to be in there.
No, but they would be on there.
Well, he's a keeper, yeah.
Casemiro, Ericsson, maybe.
Ericsson, maybe.
Xerxes.
Ericsson won't play because if you're building a bench, you're looking at if the game's going a certain way offensively.
So what I'm trying to say is, you man are trying to say that them two could have been accommodated.
Because they could have been
on the bench.
But I don't think it's an issue with. I think like when a new manager comes into the building, they always have to assert their authority some way.
His statement was
he's seen something in training.
And I quote, I pay attention to everything. The way you eat, the way you put your clothes to go to a game, everything.
You know what I'm saying?
What okay, what do you mean by that? The way you eat, the way you put your clothes on to go to a game. I mean, that's.
I know you're not going to take it literally. Yeah, I think what you're basically saying is it's not just how you perform and it's everything. It's a whole package. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I took a lot for you. Remember when Amorim was on after the Ipswich game, and he said, "I do not like this part of English
the
football.
interviewers, yeah.
He doesn't like social. You can tell he's just a football man.
He just wants to coach,
and wants
bro.
his
That's what he
team
wants to do.
to be football people.
He said, "I've never done so many interviews." He said in that 1 week at United, he said it was crazy.
So here's a manager that wants people to be focused on ball.
Does that go to show as well how big your club is as well?
Well, yeah, obviously,
the fact that he's having to do that, he's just
all
like,
that stuff is that's normal. But at the end of the day, for me, it's very simple. He's seen something he doesn't like. He's taken him out of the squad. They haven't played well, both of them. Let's be real. They haven't played well this season. In terms of the system, where do they fit in? Yeah. I don't know what position either of them really could play apart from like wing back.
But they don't want to play wing backs.
Exactly. They don't want exactly.
And at least like Diallo or Ahmed would want to play there.
And you know why? Because he's a footballer.
He wants to play.
He's such a good footballer that he can play in different
places.
And
for me as well, if you're looking at it from a financial perspective, if you're Enios and you're looking at Rashford and how much money he's on, you want that out the door, bro. Yeah. If they're withdrawing £100 and swapping it for M&S £40 gift cards, bro, that 350 a week is looking like we can invest that elsewhere.
Amaran even said that people in the club are losing their jobs, so we have to operate to a very high standard. Yeah. How can you be sacking all sorts of people, but then us out here doing bullshit?
So there you go. So fair play, bro. I'm seeing man buying grills on that.
Fair play.
Like he's a rapper in that. Grills, new bling, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm for all of that, by the way.
Yeah,
like, I think man should enjoy life.
I'm still a little bit old school.
Yeah,
like, bro,
play football first.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's because you're old.
It was a great.
And furthermore, you have to understand where you're playing your sport. This ain't America. This is England. They're onto you.
Yeah, that's true.
They're onto you.
I was getting onto the old thing. That was funny. Right. That was nearly three defeats, on the bounce for United. So that was obviously, like we said, that was a great win for them. Amarin done his thing. It was, like you said, it was a boring game. Well, not boring. It wasn't a game of great quality until the last 15, 20 minutes.
I watched bits of it, and then each part I watched, it was just like there's nothing really happened. But when I was looked the last like 20 minutes, I was like, you know what, I'm not too. It was similar to how we played against you. In the first half, we were okay with the ball, but with nothing to it. And the minute you got stepped up or you got your corners, then you scored, innit?
Yeah.
You know so it's similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's go on to the Arsenal boys now, because we spoke about.
I just want to say Amad Diallo is a
let's.
But no, we don't.
No. Are you gonna tell the camera who also backed him?
Listen, he backed him like 2 years after, bro.
2 years after.
Don't do this.
When we were talking about our sons, my son Saka and your son, and I adopted him as my stepson. That wasn't 2 years ago.
Yeah, but that's late. That was
he never adopted Saka.
No, but when
there's certain things in life you just know.
When he doesn't play for Arsenal, you know what I mean? I don't mind a minute.
But he's he came.
But see, before we go on, Ten Hag war crimes, he has a lot to answer to.
The fact that he played Anthony over him for two.
He said he was a terrorist.
He is a terrorist, bro. I'm sorry.
Sabotaging thing. It's
a sabotage.
He came on the podcast and said he would knee slide if Ten Hag left, I think, or something, or if he got, and then he got sacked, I think.
Bro,
well, I can't remember the
at the end of the day, the cream always rises to the top. Is that the saying?
Cream always rises to the top.
Yeah. They tried to bring my boy down. He said, Alhamdulillah.
Man said Mendy.
He said, Alhamdulillah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, he's a good footballer. It always shows eventually.
Do you know what? His performances have been stand-up for United. When I've been watching them, it's been. I know a lot of United fans love to hate him. It's been Bruno. It's been Ahmad. That have been your bright sparks.
Mazraoui as well.
Mazraoui. Sorry, of course. Yeah, top signing. Completely forgot about him.
Top signing.
What a signing!
But the player that stood out for me yesterday the most,
though,
aside from Ahmad, was the runner in midfield.
I'll call him yogurt.
I
just call him yogurt.
Yeah, he did well. He
was superb.
Yeah.
And if you can get that level out of him every week, he's going to be a problem.
He needs to be better on the ball, but for what he did,
superb.
A very good game. Very
anyway,
good.
let's talk about
Let's go on to the Gunners. We've got it's 3 Gunners, and we've got United boy over here. Arsenal woes continue.
Who said that?
Because we say woes because they're saying that we haven't been picking up points. Chelsea have now crept in there now. You look at the table. The table doesn't lie. They have. They spent £1 billion Fair play.
2
Now-
billion, not just 2 billion.
Oh,
Let's be clear. 2 billion.
And it was looking like madness. And now the madness is rising. I said that it's rising to the top. But anyway, Arsenal, it's not been great. Let's just go over what we saw over the weekend. First and foremost, before we even get into the game, Everton had, I think, 8 or 7 players that are out of contract next season. It's a team that are in a messy situation right now. So you're expecting a team that's looking to challenge for the Premier League title to go there and stamp their authority. Maybe I'm not saying like you go there and give them like 4 or 5, but
United gave them 4.
You go there and you make a statement, and we didn't do that.
Since October, Everton have kept the most clean sheets in the top 5 leagues in
I was
Europe,
about to say, Mr. Baptiste, what are your thoughts on the game? Go on, yeah, can you take it away, please? Because for me, I don't know about you, Blakey, but I think it was disappointing. But let's go with you first.
I think Arsenal, what that game keeps highlighting, whether it's Arteta's stubbornness to go and get a 9, or he's asked for a 9 and the football club don't want to spend what it takes to get a 9.
Yeah.
And we need to upgrade on a left-sided winger. Or, for me, go and play Raheem Sterling off the left. There's a player that understands the Premier League and what's required.
For him, by the way.
Why he's a player on loan, isn't it?
Yeah. And he's not.
So
That's why.
And it's not. If you're a player that's coming on loan, obviously Arteta's priority is to play the players that are obviously on contract there and that are contracted to Arsenal Football Club. Yeah. I just think these are the periods where Sterling can be important in getting you a 0-0, 1-0.
Yeah.
Or maybe into a 2-0, because he just understands we're going into that period where points, 3 points, not just points, 3 points are very, very important. And he has the experience and know-how from his time at City to start really turning the screw. That's my only criticism. In terms of Arsenal, I think, yes, you can tell Arteta has looked at it and gone, well, we've gone gung-ho the first time and played like attractive attacking football.
Yeah.
5 points, we didn't get there. We've been more solid last season, still didn't get there. I just think as a manager, as an inexperienced manager, he's now caught in that crossroads of, do I go back to how we were in phase 1, or do I go back to phase 2? But if I do either and we don't get there again, what does that look like?
He shook.
So he's confused.
He shook.
But that's inexperience, so
Listen,
I expect that.
Is that result good enough? Blakey?
No, it's not good enough.
No, it's Everton at home, isn't it?
No, of course it's not good enough. Like, if you want to win the Premier League or win major trophies, you have to beat Everton at home. No disrespect to Everton fans, but you have to. So, I think the board failed Arteta in the summer by not giving him a 9. If that was the thing, or he didn't ask. I think in whatever you want to call it, the manager.
He might have just said, "I've got faith in what I've got there."
He definitely didn't say that.
No, you can't say that. Not with.
But
not with Havertz and Jesus as United.
But do you not? Obviously you don't ask. Like, do you genuinely think that he like wants a 9, or does he want that false 9?
No, I think he wants a 9. But the numbers ain't numbers.
It's 100 million plus, isn't it? For a proper number 9, it's going to cost you 100 million plus.
It's expensive.
Yeah,
and
there's none.
It's probably
there's
cost
not many.
Yes,
and there's not many.
I know there was like
Who would you sign?
Osimhen. There was a mess around his business in the summer, but I'm still not.
Osimhen is not like
I'm still not convinced by him. I know it's
the striker Arsenal probably needs and requires is Gyökeres.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
He's the one that can exploit space in behind. What's your reservation?
My only reservations is it was Championship in terms of the numbers that got him the move to Portugal, and then it's the Portuguese league.
He's doing the Champions League as well, though.
And then everyone's can't do it.
Bro,
in that league.
I think
exactly, yeah, you're right.
Let me say something.
That's his only saving grace.
I've seen some of the reports on Donny.
Yeah.
We should have gone and done it.
Okay.
We should have. No, for me, you should have gone and got Isak.
It's one of them.
Isak
more.
But again, I don't want an Arsenal signing. I want a striker
who's going to be injured,
who's just
and then play.
I just want a striker who's just hungry to score goals.
Yeah, but Isak
is a fairy tale signing because again, it's a resemblance of what
Thierry
like the 14.
I feel like in a team like yours who will create more defend than Newcastle, I think he'll score more goals.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not disputing that, but also you can't trust his body.
True.
Yeah. So at Arsenal, he be.
Why are you watching his body for, man?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Why are you watching his body for?
That's crazy.
As fans, that's how we do.
Crazy. But I think Gyökeres is the striker.
I think he's probably the only striker in world football at the moment.
The numbers don't lie, right? The numbers not very numbers.
And I think if you look back to the summer, but then 400 grand a week, we wasn't paying that. I would have gambled on Ivan
Toney. Yeah, but he wouldn't have won. He wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't have stayed here, innit? Like so.
Do you know what? I'm not even hearing much about him over there, so he's not. I know he's not doing.
Huh?
He won. Saudi Arabia.
You don't watch that football.
Exactly.
None of us watch that.
Do you know what I tried?
I don't even know what Ronaldo.
Do you know what's hilarious? I actually tried because obviously like the
don't drop yourself in
there. Yeah, like I got a little thing that I can watch certain games on streams and that, yeah, because I wanted to see Ronaldo and them, man, yeah.
Allegedly.
So when I was watching that, yeah, on them streams and that, yeah, the football and the standard of football was terrible.
Yeah, well,
it was actually joke. And then do you know? I think one of the guys, I can't even remember which Premier League football it was. It was a Premier League football. He went out there and he said, "There's crowds of up to 900 to 1,000 people."
Yeah, I've seen some of them.
Can you imagine?
No, I can imagine.
But you're paying me 400k a week. I'll do it.
Yeah. I don't mind.
I don't mind, bro.
I do not mind.
I'll do it. I got a yard as well.
Yeah. It can be 2 people there.
I got 2 lions in the back garden and that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm good.
3 people watching.
I don't care.
That's like non-league football.
Yeah, fair.
400 a week.
Yeah, they've gone from 20, 30, 50, 60, to that.
Life changing, man.
Yeah, anyway, back to Arsenal. Yeah, let me give my opinion.
Go
on. I just think that I don't know what he's like. You said what you said is right. I think that he's shook. So now he has become extremely pragmatic to the point where it's hampering the way you play and how cohesive you are in attack. Obviously, you missed Odegaard for a fair bit, so I understand that.
That was the main thing.
I understand that.
It was wild. I didn't think we were going to miss him as much.
But what I'm saying to you, if Arsenal was playing like we were in the first, when we lost the league by 5 points, and Odegaard gets injured, no one says we miss him because the team was just fluid.
There was numbers from other people though.
That's what I'm saying to you. But it's because the team was fluid.
This season.
But
there is numbers.
But
I'm saying we're not fluid.
Is the lack of numbers because of just individual performance, or do you think it's because of the system?
It's individual.
But also, this is another thing. There's more data now on Arsenal. There's a different respect. So when Arsenal come up against oppositions, it's not we can go and kick them. It's now we are scared if we allow them to dominate the game. Mm-hmm. So we're playing up against a lot of low blocks right now. That's why I think the emphasis on our set pieces has become so important. Yeah. Because Arteta's looked at it and goes, well, if I'm not playing up against a low block, like for 90% of the game, what different aspects can we get goals from? Okay. Brother.
I hear that, but I still think if you know that when you become a top team, you're gonna have to face low blocks. So then I think coach yourselves in a way that you can play against low blocks.
Or have a flary player. There's someone that's got a moment in
that's a fair point. But I just think he's just looked at it 1 or 2 ways and goes, okay, cool. We're happy to just keep the ball and then we'll work our way to get a set piece and score.
I believe the way you were playing football before would have been more effective for you this season.
I don't think it is.
For this season, I think it would have been.
Because of the City fall off though. You're only saying that because City are falling off.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
because then it's harder if you're asking the team to play a certain way, then you come up against the City and then you have to compromise how you play.
Yeah, but does it not burn you? Yeah, Arsenal fans, this question talk. Does it not burn you the fact that City are the team that stopped you from winning the league?
Yeah,
just about. You probably would have won it. Yeah. And then now they're dead.
Yeah,
you're just like, oh, it's gonna be crap.
And we're not capitalising basically.
Yeah, that's true.
That obviously is disappointing, but football don't work like that.
Yeah, and Liverpool, Chelsea got better.
Yeah, but
Liverpool haven't got better.
Liverpool were always.
No, they have got better.
They haven't got better. They've been better than last season.
They've been managed
better. That's why.
Yeah, they've been managed better, so they've got better.
And they're more controlled.
Right, they're better.
Yeah, so they're better then. Like, no matter whether you change your
Yeah,
mind,
you're
they're still better, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're better, yeah.
So
Chelsea.
Chelsea been better, Liverpool been better, Arsenal haven't been as good.
Good.
So unfortunately, that's just the way of the
The
world.
reality.
And this is the
of it.
thing, the fact that you're not as good. Obviously, you can't be the same every season, but you would have expected that. Building on the 2 seasons, this is the one now, isn't it?
I also feel as though the chopping and changing of the fullbacks is not helping Arsenal either.
But this what I mean.
Injuries though, we've had like for the last 2-3 games, but we've had like 5-6 defenders that have been injured by the way.
No, it's 4.